Hello and good day to everyone. My name is Raihana with you on Fahmi. I am from 5 Kamil, and today I will be reviewing one of my favorite books of all time, School for Good and Evil by Soman Chainani. So we've all dreamed of living in a fairy tale, the ideal fantasy of becoming royalty, enchanting woods and creatures alike, as well as marrying a Prince Charming. Soman Chainani portrayed just that in his book, but with exciting twists to get readers hooked on every page. The School of Good and Evil tells the story of two best friends, Sophie and Agatha, in the fictional town of Gildan. Sophie looks like a picture perfect princess, a beautiful girl with flowy, long hair and emerald eyes, as well as a collection of pink dresses. She dreams of becoming a princess and finding true love with a fairy tale prince. On the other hand, Agatha is the complete opposite of Sophie. On a surface level, one might deem her a witch, with short black hair and all black clothing. Agatha is also extremely introverted and prefers spending time by herself. At first, Sophie befriended Agatha out of pity, but it happened to get close, and now they're best friends. One night, the girls magically got kidnapped and ended up in school for good and evil, where fairy tale sons and daughters from various regions and backgrounds learn to be the perfect princes and princesses known as Evers, or the perfect villains known as Nevers. Now, you may think it's obvious that the princess would end up on the good side and the witch would end up on the evil side. But it's the opposite actually. Sophie ended up on the evil school and Agatha ended up in the good school. Confused and think they got messed up, Sophie wanted to go to the good school and switch places with Agatha. In the meantime, Agatha wanted to find Sophie so they could go home. But there's no easy way to go to each other's school. With many trials and errors, resolutions and revelations, new friends and enemies, true love and magic, the story of these two girls just get crazier and more magical as it goes. Personally, my favorite part of the book was the Circus of Talents, where each of the top ranked Evers and Nevers compete with each other in a duel that showcases which school has the better talent. It's simply magical and fun to read for me as you get to know each other's special magical abilities and occasional hilarious outcomes from it. There's a surprise in that chapter too, one that shocked both of the characters and the readers. It's the start of the climax of the book, and it fills you with curiosity and anticipation for what's to come. The dynamic between Sophie and Agatha develops throughout the story, from Agatha being slightly irritated by Sophie to her being the person she cared about most, and from Sophie being somewhat fake towards Agatha to her love towards her becomes genuine. This, however, would change slightly in the second act and change drastically in the third. But Agatha's view towards Sophie remained. These two friends gave somewhat realistic view of friendships that happened to fall out from time to time, and the heartfelt moments that came with it. I have to say, even if Sophie isn't the best person on paper, her character and the way she's written intrigues me. As someone who loves princesses and the color pink, I have to admit I see a bit of myself in her. She's such a compelling and complex character that it's hard to describe her fully. She's the drama and the moment, and she knows it. I especially love the fact that she used the ugly uniforms of the Nevers and turned it into something of her own style, which is only something Sophie can do. Don't get me started on the world building. It's simply magical and fascinating. You can't help but get curious about every location mentioned and the side characters' backstories. I just wish the book was longer than it already is, so the readers can explore each and every corner of the school's buildings and the world beyond. Luckily, Chainani has written 5 sequels and an upcoming prequel for us to indulge in. Soman Chainani has definitely written such an ambitious piece of fiction for younger audiences who would never grow out of their fairy tale phase. And it's with that imaginative side of us that gives us a feeling of magic within our lives. I definitely recommend this book and the entire series to all the fairy tale lovers out there. That's all for me now. I hope you enjoy it. Um, please read the book. It's really good, and I'll see you soon.